The Butterfly Princess, Chapter 2, The Whispering Wings of Willowmere. The sun slipped through the stained glass windows of Nyla's bedroom, casting jewel-toned lights across the walls. Birds chirped, the garden hummed with life, but something felt different. Nyla stirred in her bed, stretching her wings like the cat, waking from a long dream. But as she moved, a soft shimmer caught her eye. It was a silver streak on her wing. It was glowing just faintly, like a firefly waking up. She blinked. Was it pulsing? She sat up slowly, brushed her fingers along the edge of her wing. A tingle ran through her body, like the last note of a lullaby she couldn't quite remember. Then she heard it. A sound so soft it could be the wind, but it wasn't the wind. It was a whisper. Nyla. She froze. Her voice was like sunlight filtered through leaves, like the hush of a forest at dawn. It wasn't coming from outside of her window. It was coming from inside her. She leapt out of bed, rushed to the mirror. Her wings, once shimmered with gold, sapphire, and emerald, were now glowing with a new color, a soft, silvery blue, like moonlight caught in a spider's web. Something inside her had awakened. She didn't know what it meant yet, but she knew one thing for certain. The magic hadn't ended. It was only just beginning. She rushed to the garden, not even bothering to tie her slippers. The world blurred past her, servants calling, birds singing, the wind rustling the leaves, but all she could hear was that voice gently pulling her forward. And then she stopped right in front of the tree. The same tree she had come out of yesterday. The same tree that led her to Sylvester. The same tree that now felt alive. She reached out her hand. The bark was warm beneath her fingers, and she touched it. The silvery glow from her wings spread down her arm like liquid starlight. A soft hum began beneath her feet. The ground vibrated gently. The leaves whispered secrets in a language she didn't yet understand. And then a shimmer appeared in the trunk, a faint outline of a door, not carved, not painted, just there. The voice, again, not a warning, not a command, an invitation. Nyla smiled, not the mysterious one she gave to Mrs. McDougall, a real one, brave, curious, full of wonder. She took a deep breath and reached for the handle. As her fingers brushed the door, a sudden pull tugged at her, not her body, but in her mind, like she was being gently tugged into a memory that wasn't hers. And then she saw it, a lake, still and silver under the moon, tall willows bending like old friends, sharing secrets. And in the center of it all, a moth with glowing wings perched on a branch, her eyes like tiny stars. The moth spoke, though her lips didn't move. When the wind speaks, listen. When the sky hums, follow. When your heart whispers, believe. Then the vision faded. Nyla stumbled back, breathless. She didn't know what it meant, but she knew one thing. She had to find this place. She had to meet this moth, and she had to understand why her heart was already aching for a world she never'd seen. She didn't know the moth's name yet, but the forest did. Her name was Lyriel, the keeper of Whispering Wings, the moon moth, part of an ancient order of winged guardians who carried the voice of the past. Her wings were translucent and glowed faintly like moonlight on water. Her body was covered in soft, silver dust that left a trail of shimmer. Her eyes were deep and knowing, like pools of starlight. She was wise, but never condescending, mysterious, but never unkind. She listened more than she spoke. She believed in the power of stories to heal, guide, and awaken. And she was waiting for Nyla, because Lyriel had seen her in the wind, in the shimmer of the water, in the dreams of the willow trees. And she knew that Nyla was not just a butterfly princess. She was a key. A bridge between worlds, a listener of forgotten voices. Nyla stood before the shimmering door in the tree, heart pounding with a mix of fear and excitement. She didn't know what lay beyond. She didn't know if she was ready. But she knew this. The magic inside her had been awakened. The voice had called her, and now it was time to answer. She reached her hand out, the handle. So this is the end of chapter 2. To be continued. Chapter 3 is coming, and this is where Nyla steps through the portal and meets Lyriel of Willowmere. She's the keeper of the Whispering Wings. It's a guide of the unseen and the first of many magical beings who will help her to understand the power that's awakening in her. So please join me for chapter 3.